Hello, Tommy speaking. Yeah, they were indeed spending more online. Hey, it's Tommy Gentleman here from Tide 55. Welcome to another episode of the Marketing Wave. Today, we're going to be talking about retail businesses. That's businesses that would traditionally operate and rely on people walking into the store or the shop, or at least the premises, and doing some kind of business, some kind of transaction. Now, the reason we're talking about this today is because with the pandemic, it's changed the way that these businesses are operating. And let's face it, it's a sad fact that many of these businesses aren't operating now. So many businesses have closed the doors, so many companies have folded due to having to change the way that they do things in 2020 and beyond. And so in this video, we're going to be looking at 3 ways that the digital transformation and evolution that we've all experienced this year can really help you as a retail business owner. So there are 3 things that are working really well and that we see all of the time with our clients that we help who are in the retail space. And also we have been actively involved in helping retail and brick and mortar businesses to not only weather the storm, but to continue to grow through the year 2020. I'm also talking to you from experience here as being the chief of Tide 55. I'm also a gym owner. So having a brick and mortar business myself, I definitely know what it feels like to be there in the trenches. So I've got 3 points I'm going to share with you today. Let's get stuck in. Number 1, a really great opportunity that's come about due to the way things have changed and the behavioral trends in 2020 is that we can now use appointments so much more effectively than ever. That's partly because we cannot always have regular traffic coming through the door. We might not have as much footfall, but also we might not have as much staff on hand that we had before due to having to change the budgets and make arrangements and adjustments. So what we can do now is we can actually have systems in place that allow somebody to book an appointment to come into the shop or into the store to get a real hands-on personal experience, far greater than what you could have offered before had they walked in randomly off the street. Now, of course, the problem with offering appointments and having appointment only before COVID would be that you became somebody who was a little bit inconvenient. Everyone else, you could just walk in and just do what you want. But for you to be the person doing appointment only, it would have been a step backwards. Now, however, it's an opportunity, because it really is one of the only ways that you can ensure that A, there's going to be staff there, and B, it's going to be safe. So I strongly suggest that you look at what you could offer as an appointment only service, whether that's a personal shopping experience or whether it's something really straightforward, like your business is something that is appointment only, like maybe you're a salon or you're a spa or you are a jeweler's, something that requires that little bit extra personal time, then go all in on that. Have a Calendly link on your website where people can actually book themselves an appointment to come in, and that way you can regulate your staff rota and you can also make sure that you're giving a world-class service to the person when they show up. As a little bit extra as well, in terms of marketing and filling the gaps around your business, you could actually have small email campaigns that help remind the person to show up to the appointment, and you could also have email campaigns following up on that person once they visited the store, depending on what action was taken. So it really does help your back-end marketing as well as making it easier for people to be there in front of you safely in your premises, in your establishment. Point number 2, this is a really obvious and straightforward one, but if you're already doing this, fantastic. If you're not, then again, we need to be keeping one eye on this for the future. And that is online orders. If you're in a position where you can offer products and services online, then it puts you in a really strong position as a traditional brick and mortar business. For example, maybe you can literally put some of your stock that you have in your shop on the internet to sell through your website. Or maybe if you are someone who's offering services like beauty treatments or hairdressing or something like that, that you feel like you cannot sell online as a product, then there will be other products that you can sell online to help complement what it is that you do. Products that you will probably already have deals with and you probably already sell in your store or in your place of business. So by doing this, you open up a really exciting opportunity, which is that you're no longer required to sell to only people who come into your shop or your establishment, but you can now start to market to wider audiences, people who would not have been able to benefit from your products or services previous to the world that we live in now. The powerful tool that we have in front of us, which is the internet, allows us to go find people from anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world. And with the modern day shipping and distribution networks, it makes it very, very accessible now to start building what's called an e-commerce business, or something where you can sell products online. This also helps future-proof your business, because if there are ever any more lockdowns or any more, forks in the road or barriers for you in your brick and mortar business, at least you've got a stream of income coming in through online sales. So I'd recommend you to be looking at that if you haven't already. And know this, it's a fantastic opportunity, but it does take a level of knowledge, a depth of strategy to get it right. So dedicate some time to it and make sure that you've got the right people around you to help you with that transition. And then the third, another real simple and easy to execute tip, and that is to make the most of community and customer nurturing during this time. So now that we are more active online, in particular on social media, as a company, you can start to become more of a voice in that person's life in terms of how you show up on their social channels. You can start to treat your company like it's its own media company. You can start talking about relevant topics on your social media platforms. You can start to ask questions to your audience to get them to interact with you, further boosting and improving your engagement on your pages and on your platforms. You can also create Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, and other communities online where people can talk between them. Customers can exchange ideas, members, community. It's all really, really important. And there will be ways for you as a business owner of a retail business or a brick and mortar business to think outside the box on how you can create a community within your realm of establishment. Okay, so that's a really, really important factor right now, because people need that little bit extra communication, that another layer of support in their lives. And if you want to win the competition in terms of other places that they could spend their money, then going the extra mile is always recommended. And this could be how you go the extra mile. Okay, so this has been a video all about how retail businesses can adjust and pivot during this digital evolution that we're in 2020. We've covered 3 tips. Number 1, make the most of appointment technology and appointment culture in your business. Number 2, see how you can start to sell products online and develop an e-commerce branch to your company. And 3, how can you create communities and little networks and clubs for your customers and your members to start to communicate more with you, so that you can be more of a structure in their lives and therefore increase the chances of them doing further business with you. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. This has been all about how retail and brick and mortar businesses can continue to grow in the 2020 economy. Now, this leads me to the point in the video where I get to ask you, the viewer, one question which I would love to hear your opinion on and for you to comment underneath with your answer. This is, of course, the big splash. And today's big splash question is, as a retail or brick and mortar business owner, what has been your biggest challenge so far in 2020? Now, I appreciate that this is going to take you to be very honest and open with your answer, but you know what? We're all in this together. We're all business owners. We're all here doing our best, and none of this is our fault. So share your view, your opinion, your comment in the comment section below, and I look forward to reading them and getting back to you all individually. Thanks for watching this video. My name's Tommy Gentleman from Tide 55 Digital Marketing. We give you your time back. We do it for you so that you can focus on what's most important, and that's running your business. Thanks for watching. The big splash. It's just a bit muddled. But I like the first bit.
I think let's just delete that. And then we'll just do it again.
You just tweak your mic. There you go. It's just because when you were that back, it went straight to your chest. It sounded amazing.